Here are the best use cases for the new ChatGPT Agent Mode. To activate Agent Mode, you go to Tools, and then you should see Agent Mode. If it's not here, that means that you're not on a paid license. You need either a Plus, Team, Pro, or Enterprise. Now you want to click it to activate it. First, I want to plan a trip around Italy. Here I have a few constraints, such as hotel, food, and the likes. Finally, I want the product to be a downloadable itinerary, CSV file, and a public Google My Maps link. Let's get the agent started. First, it will prepare the task, and then it will spin up a virtual machine in a closed environment at OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. This is not a copy of your machine. This is a separate machine, and now you can see it starts working. It even documents what it does. Open up browser tab, doing researches, like you can see here, combining a lot of sources. It's using its deep research to come up with all this research while it clicks around in browsers. If I go down to this white bar here, I can scroll in the log. So this was one of the first tasks. I can move it a little bit ahead. And if I want the live view, I either move this one up to the right, or I simply just hit live. Then we can see what's going on. So we will leave it. It will probably ask us to log into Google at least the first time to finish the Google My Maps task. Let's fast forward over this. And here it pauses and asks me to log into the Google My Maps. So I hit login. Then I'm taken to the virtual computer where the agent mode has worked. Here you can see I can put in my email. So I will do that. Then I will hit next. I should put in my password here. Hit next. Then I am logged in. I will hit finish controlling. And then you can see up here that I took control. Now the ball is back to the agent mode. It will spin up the machine again, take over from my work, and then it will start to create the Google Maps with all the places it found to me. Let's fast forward once again while it works here at the Google My Maps. That's it. 30 minutes and my trip is planned. 3 cities, an itinerary in the requested CSV format. Let's try to open it. Looks fine. And let's try the Google Maps link. So I up a tab and paste in the link. Here we can see it added all the different points of interest in the 3 cities. You can also see it grouped them in layers. So I can actually do this and only have the Rome destinations on. I can click on, for example, the Piazza San Marco that is in Venice. I can zoom in and see all the other points of interest, for example, Burano or Murano. Extremely impressive. Let's use Agent Mode to do online shopping. Again, I press Tools and Agent Mode to activate the Agent Mode. Now we want to shop a blanket on Etsy with a lot of constraints. I also want to add the top 3 blankets to our cart, and I want to find some URLs. Let's get the agent going. Again, it will prepare and then it will spin up a virtual machine where it can work in. So here it will start to put the items, it will do a research and then it will put the items in the cart. Here we have it. Let's fast forward again. And here we have the result. 3 blankets. We have the Indian throw, the soft warm, and the Christmas luxury. We also have the direct URLs. I can open up the link and inspect it here. Let me close it again. I can also click the worked for 42 minutes. If I click that, I can now see the visual log again with a lot of steps in. Go up and click the 3 dots here. If you click the activity, these are all the steps. There's a lot because it corrects itself whenever it sees something that could be wrong here was, for example, an overlay. It closes here. Really, really impressive. One other thing we need to do is to click the 3 dots. Here we can take over the browser. This is the browser where the ChatGPT agent worked. And here we have the cart with the 3 items in. This is fantastic. The agent mode in ChatGPT can also build beautiful dashboards. Here I have the last year's spending, for example, the utility bill, gym membership, clothes store purchase, and a lot of other things in many, many rows. Let us close that. This Excel book is on my desktop. Then I go to ChatGPT and activate the agent mode. I click Tools, Agent Mode. I give it this task. Attached are my transactions containing my last 12 months of checking account activity. Categorize each line. Compute monthly totals. Generate an interactive Excel dashboards with pivot charts and slicers. And a PDF summary. Return both files for download. Then I will attach my transactions. So I hit Add Photos and File. Add Photos and Files. Find the transactions on my desktop. Hit Open. The file will upload. Now the agent will use that. Let's start. Again, it will prepare its task. Then the agent will spin up this virtual machine in the closed environment where it will work. Now you can see here it sets up the desktop and then the virtual machine will work. This, if I had to complete it, this would be a very time-consuming task. It will take a lot of time. Now it just creates Python code and a lot of other things to solve this task. Some of the things I might not be able to do, such as creating pivot charts if I was not good in Excel. Let's fast forward. Done in just 3 minutes. If I again go into work for 3 minutes, I can see how my agent has worked in a visual view. I can click the 3 dots and have the activity view for a more logish view, where it created the files, which sources it uses, and a lot more. If I collapse this again, then I have a summary. Here I have a monthly total, top 5 merchants. I spend a lot on rent and utility bills. I have some key insights. Then I have saving recommendations, negotiate housing, and I should monitor my subscription spend. Maybe the most important thing, that is the files. I have the PDF file here, and I have the interactive Excel dashboard. If I go click it here, I can say download. That will download the Excel dashboard and I can open the file. Let me maximize it and zoom a little bit in. We enable editing. First of all, we have a table with our spending. Looks a lot like we had before. Then we had a summary. We have it here. And maybe most importantly, we have the different charts here. Extremely, extremely impressive. I don't know how long this would have taken me, but it would have taken me a long time. Agent mode in ChatGPT can also read and send emails, schedule meetings, and even take files on, for example, Google Drive or Dropbox. Let's set everything up before we activate the agent mode. So I go to settings here, then I go to connectors, and let's first start with Gmail. We hit connect here, then we will continue to Gmail. Here I getting a email on my ChatGPT email. This is the email that you set up your ChatGPT account with. Go check that and continue. Then we are taking to Gmail. Choose your account. Click continue a couple of times, and now you want to say read compose. Hit continue. And that is the first step. Now we can use Gmail with ChatGPT. You can see it works in agent mode. We will do the same thing for calendar and add Google Drive as well if you want access to your files. If you see both Gmail and Google Calendar here in enable connectors in settings, then you are complete. We can close down the settings. Then we will open up agent mode by clicking tools, agent mode. Here I have a task, so I say Control V. We will schedule a 30-minute project sync between Stine and Anders, and of course the account. So here you can see, check my Google Calendar for conflicts, propose the earliest common slot, create the event, send each participant a concise, friendly email. What I also want to do is to click this sources. I want to enable Gmail and Google Calendar with my agent. Otherwise, agent will use its virtual desktop and here it will prompt us to log in. But since we already connected it, this is the way to do it. Take care that you don't share any private data. This is what this warns us about. Then we can send in the prompt. Now agent mode starts working for us. It will again spin up a virtual machine and do all the work for us. This is extremely nice, as these tasks always take a lot of time. Imagine that we do this over and over. You're a busy person. Here we have it. Let's fast forward. Here it comes back, having checked my calendar. I have a tennis event from 9 to 10 and a meeting at 13 to 14. The 9 to 12 windows otherwise free. Then it asks me to schedule a meeting here and send out the invitations. I just say yes, please. Then I send agent mode back to work on its virtual computer. Let's again see it starts up. Here it is. And let's fast forward. For some reason here, it wants me to sign in to my calendar. I only need to do that once. I can say take over. Then I type in my password again. This is just a demo account, but type in my Gmail and also my password like this. Then once that is done, by the way, this is the next week it needs to schedule in. Then I say finish controlling. And it will start to schedule the meeting on the Google Calendar. Let's fast forward. And here you can actually see it's navigating in my calendar. It says the notification to 1 day. That was the 24-hour. It also scheduled the time, and now it's doing the title. It needs to add guests. Let's see if it can do that. It's actually doing it. Wow. This is impressive. So here it even recognizes that, and now it clicks save. Wow, this is going to be huge. Now I can do all my office tasks inside the agent mode. This was the best use cases. We will create much more video on how to maximize the leverage of the agent mode here in ChatGPT. Your next advanced ChatGPT video is right here. See you.